What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Captain B Cards. And today we are going to be talking about and opening a box of probably one of the most divisive products to hit the market in a while. It is the Topps Chrome Marvel. Why is it divisive? It's divisive because of how expensive it is. It's divisive because of all the breakers that are selling very pricey spots for the product. It's also divisive just because it's Fanatics. A lot of people have issues with that company, and sometimes rightfully so. But at the end of the day, what it really comes down to is how good are the cards? What are you getting for your value? Excuse me. So, here are your basic Topps Chrome base sets, right? And they're very shiny. They have the whole usual chrome, facade. And they've got some interesting character designs. I mean, that's Beta Ray Bill. He's not your typical character that you'll find. This Silver Surfer, I think, is a very interesting and stylized design. Of course, you got your Spidey 2099. These are where I think the cards kind of come into their own. It's when they break the pattern and you see like the angel's wings go all the way outside the borders. I think that's pretty cool. Even here with the hood, his hand effects are, kind of breaking the border. And I just think that's an interesting design choice that they make. And I wish they kind of did more of that. These are more of your typical base cards, and these are more unusual, and they tend to stand out. Spidey, of course, he's always a big hit. What else do they have? They have their Icon series. This is, of course, Reed Richards. I'm not sure exactly why Reed looks this way. He looks very young and impish. He looks more like Peter Parker, if you ask me. But that's the one they went with. There's a lot of 50th anniversary cards in the set. This is one of the X-Men for giant size, 50 years. I like that they do the Future Stars, with Ghost Spider, and Jeff the Shark seems to be everybody's favorite. Their refractors are your typical refractor. They're just, a little more shiny. They're essentially the same as the base card, but they are definitely shinier. And then you get into your parallels. This is the Lava Yellow for Phyla-Vell. The Venom Web, this is 160 of 399. There's a Blue Vision of 299. Spider-Girl of 99. Got a Lizard of 62 with the Spider-Man red web. And then you've got, this is my Blink card, of 25. So those are pretty much, aside from a pretty healthy selection of base cards, that is what I've gotten so far. I've opened one hobby box that, believe it or not, I won on a Givey during a break of several cases that I was a part of. And just in getting spots or winning spots randomly. But this box, I actually found at my local comic book store. And I've been going there for years. It was like one of their very first customers. And in talking to them, the owner happened to mention to me that they have allocation with Topps. And I said, can you guys get any Topps product? Excuse me. And he said that they could. So they wound up ordering this for me at a very reasonable price. They don't mark things up too much. And as much as I would love to tell you who they are so that everybody goes and gives them their business, I don't want to give up my plug and lose, wind up he can't get me the product I want because now everybody else is buying it. But at some point I'll tell you who they are. But they really are the best in the business. All right, so here we go. We are opening 2025 Marvel Topps Chrome. We're going to look for relics, autographs, and sketch cards in lucky boxes. The sketch cards are done by Frank Miller this year, and they are bananas in terms of what people are asking on the secondary market for those. So if there's a sketch card in here, Yeah, I think you'll hear a pretty happy Captain at that point. So let's see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. A lot of people like to look at the serial number for some reason. I'm not quite sure what they get from looking at the serial number. I know they look for high numbers or low numbers, but I'm not sure why. I'm not sure that it really means anything. And these are the packs that you get. All right. Well, let's see what there is. I already see a color in the back. All right, what do we got? Hope Summer, Apocalypse, Swarm, Pyro. That is a refractor for Valeria Richards. And that is a Falcon Icon. I like to turn it away so I can't see. It doesn't spoil it for me if there's a color in the back. I don't want to know. I don't want to know until I get there. Also don't want to mess up the cards as I'm taking them out of the package though. All right, let's see. Oop, I see a blue-green already. All right, there's Makari. There's the Thing. What we got? There is Rhino. There is Shuri. That is Nebula, the 40th anniversary. Let's see who this blue-green is. It is Mephisto of 199. All right. I think that counts as a hit. Somebody I heard say that there are 3 hits per box, so I guess Mephisto is one of them. Let's see. Let's put that to the test. Legion. Psylocke. Mole Man. Storm. Apocalypse. I think that's a Professor X back there. Yes. Another Professor X giant size, 50th anniversary. All right. Let's mix it up a little. Like I said, trying to keep myself from seeing it, but I don't want to ruin the cards. Let's go. There's something back there. Jessica Jones. Hey, my first Samurai Venom base card. It's a first appearance. Samurai Venom. Let's see, he came on a black katana. Exploring underground ruins. Neat character. I don't know much about him. I don't know anything about him, but I'd like to find out. Annihilus. There is a Groot Anniversaries. What is this? Future Stars? Hey, Jeff the Shark. Jeff the Land Shark. All right. Let's see. There's an Echo. There's an Eros. There's a Kingpin. There's a Spider-Man 2099. Emma Frost. Doctor Doom on the icon. Nice. Krakoa. I think I got a Venom web back there. Thor. Carnage. Bloodline. Silver Sable. It is a Venom web of $3.99. That is going to be Bullseye. It's a sharp card. 107 of $3.99. right. Oh, there's something red. All right, Solaris, Agatha Harkness. There's a Thanos. Oh, that's a Wolverine claw. I can feel the holes. I have not gotten a claw yet. Medusa. What we got? Sentinel. 1 of 5. Whew. That is a rare card right there. 1 of 5. Holy mackerel. That is nice. You can see through it. All right, I should probably put that in a holder. I think that, ladies and gentlemen, definitely qualifies as a hit. I have no idea what they're worth, but 1 of 5 in a set like this, yeah, that's probably something. All right, put that in there for now. Elena, Morbius, Kitty Pryde, all upside down. Doctor Doom, Photon, Drax. Hey, Drax Refractor. I don't think I've seen him before either. Nice. Well, let's see. 4 packs left to go. We've already gotten 3 hits, including a 1 of 5. I think that's fairly rare. I don't know that we'll see anything else, but you never know. You never know. Let's go. Come on. Ooh, something else. The Watcher. Mysterio. Dr. Octopus. Quicksilver. Taskmaster on the 40th. Ooh, it's an Iron Man. Oh, nice. 11 out of 100. Jean Grey. Jean Grey with the Iron Man background. 11 out of 100. All right. Okoye, Iron Fist, Cersei, Cable, Pyro, is that a refractor? Yes. And Miss Marvel, Avengers 20th, a Pyro refractor. Right. Oh, man, there's another thing in there. Wow, this box is crushing it. Thank you, local comic book store. Jane Foster. Hercules. Adam Warlock. My man Spider-Boy. Deathlock. That is a green out of 99. Craven. Craven the Hunter. Wow, I am a little surprised at all these hits. Like I said, I've only opened up 1 box before, but I don't remember them. Okay, this doesn't. Oh, wah, this does not have anything special in it, right? Woe is me. Shatterstar, Gorgon, Invisible Woman. Wait. No, okay. Invisible Woman, Galactus, Sunfire, and Lizard. Okay, so we saw what the refractors were. They were pretty decent, right? Not too bad. But then, yeah, here's where we came into the good stuff. We got a Craven, 85 of 99. It's a sharp card. That is a sharp card. We got a Jean Grey with the Iron Man background, 11 of 100. We got, oop, don't mess up the claw. We got Bullseye, 107 out of 399 on the Venom Web. Mephisto on the blue-green, 63 out of 199. And this bad boy, a Sentinel, 1 out of 5. Yeah, you can't be mad at that. All right, well, that is definitely the last box of Top Chrome I'm going to be opening, at least for the foreseeable future. But I think all in all, it was a pretty successful break. All right, catch you next time.